Good morning and welcome to the lesson. So, today we're going to start by learning texture. It is important in grade 3 to learn the 7 elements of art, and here they are.
These are the 7 elements of art: line, shape, form, color, value, space, and of course, texture.
These 7 elements of art are very important. We're going to learn about them online and hopefully in person very soon. So what we're going to start with today is texture monsters. This is one of my favorite lessons. I love texture monsters. I think monsters are very cool, and I like that you can make this lesson your own. So here are some examples from previous years. Notice how different they all are. Before we start making our texture monsters, I'm going to read through the PowerPoint presentation with you to make it easier.
We're going to look at texture. Texture. Definition of texture: the way something feels when you touch it, or how something looks like it feels. For example, we can't touch clouds, but we say that they look fluffy. When you are trying to find out the texture of something, ask yourself this question: how would it feel if I touched it? What is the texture of these cacti? They are spiky. What is the texture of this rabbit? It is fluffy. And the last one for today: what is the texture of this bubble wrap? It is bumpy. So many different things have texture. If you can't find a leaf, you can use any of these other things to make your texture monster. Now it's time to make our monster. Let's get started. Step 1. Make sure you have everything you need in front of you. These are the things you are going to need for the lesson. We're going to need a piece of paper. It doesn't matter if it's not big like this one. It can be small like the ones found in this little book. A5 paper is absolutely fine. Just use whatever you have at home. Next, we're going to need something to draw with: a crayon, a twisty, or a pencil. Use whatever you're more comfortable with. A crayon might be the easiest thing to use. Next, we're going to have to find ourselves a leaf. Bigger leaves are easier to use, so maybe try find a nice leaf with good texture, just like this one.
A leaf is very important. This is going to provide our texture. Okay, so texture is how something feels or how something looks like it feels. So we're going to feel the side of the leaf, and the side that is bumpy, the side with the veins, is the side we're going to use. Then we need something to color with. So I've got 2 different things here. You can choose whether you want to do something in crayon or in twisty. Both work. Twisties work really beautifully for this lesson. Now that we know what we need, let's dive into the lesson.
Step 2. Draw your monster.
So here we are. This is my piece of paper, this red rectangle. Now all you need to do is very, very simple lines. Alright, so I'm going to make this the head of my monster. I'm going to give him some ears because I want him to be a little friendly monster. Funny little ears at the top. And then I'm going to add in some big, big eyes. And I'm not going to add a nose because we're going to add in our textures. So I'm just going to put a nice little mouth. I have a friendly monster. You can add teeth or whatever you want to your monster, but mine is a friendly one. So there we go.
Here's what my monster looks like on a piece of paper. Step 3. Do your leaf rubbing.
Now that we've got our little monster, I am going to do the texture rubbing. So remember, use the bumpy side of the leaf where you can feel the bumps, and you're going to put it underneath your monster. Okay, so you're not going to color where the mouth is or the eyes. I'm going to do this in twisty because I think a lot of us will have twisty. And what you're going to do is just hold it down so that it doesn't move. Okay, so then you're just going to go from side to side like this, and can you see the texture is nicely coming onto our monster? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to do this whole monster in front of you in a time lapse, and then you can do your own bit. Alright, so I'm going to stop it here and I'm going to carry on with the time lapse. Look how cool that looks, and the whole monster is going to be covered in leaves. I love this lesson. I think it's such fun. And look at all the cool little textures on my monster. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please may you ask a parent or a guardian or a tutor to take a photograph of your monster for me and upload it into your Work Hand In channel. So if you're in 3S, please hand your picture into the 3S Work Hand In channel. Okay, and the same goes for 3N and 3E. I hope you have a wonderful week and I will see you next week. Bye bye.